Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Dora and this is my inventory video for 2024, just the numbers. I'm going to be sharing with you all of the numbers in all of my different makeup categories here, and I've sorted them from the least amount of items in a category to the most amount of items in a category. And I also want to compare this number January of 2024 to January of 2021 when I officially became a panner and tracked my makeup. I know I've said this before, that I used to do this back in the day, but this is where it just went like really, we've got spreadsheets now. And this number is really all that I am judging myself by, really. I want that number in each category to get lower and lower. There are obviously some categories where this is not going to be possible because becoming a panner has meant that I have discovered more makeup as well. But that's okay. So I'm sort of, excluding eyeshadow palettes and nail polishes. I let myself off for those categories being more inflated. But everything else, I just want that number to be less than what it was when I officially became a panner, because that shows me this is the amount of makeup I had as a non-panner who was just starting to get into YouTube tutorials. I want to say 2 years prior to that, yeah. Let's kick off. In terms of brow product, I've only got one item now, and 3 years ago I had 4. So that category has gone down. I'm super happy with it. Technically, I could probably move that into my single eyeshadow category because that's what it is. I'll just use it as that. Maybe I'll do that next year. We shall see. Single eyeshadows, I've got 1. And 3 years ago, I had 9. So, woohoo! Lots of declutters. I don't think I used any of them up. I think I used one of them up since then. The rest were declutters, or I frankened them into blush, and they're still around. Setting spray, a new category. I've got 1 right now, so it's not terribly out of control at all. But in January 21, I had 0. I knew they existed, but I just didn't have any. Mascara, a bit of a pointless category for me, and for most of us panners, I think we rotate through them quite quickly. I currently have 2, and 3 years ago I had 4, so that's gone down. Fantastic. Lip gloss, I'm currently at 4, and 3 years ago I was also at 4, so this category has stayed the same. Obviously not the same products. Highlighters, same story. I've got 4, and 3 years ago I also had 4. Face powder, I now have 5, and in January 21 I also had 5. Lip liner, I am now at 5, and in January 21 I had 11. So happy with that. Concealer, another great category for me. I'm now down to 5, and in January 21 I had 12. Lip balm, I'm currently also at 5, and 3 years ago I had 8, so yay. With eyeliners and eye pencils, I'm at 5 now, and 3 years ago I had 11, so another good one. And I know that most of them I panned. There was 1 declutter, and one I decluttered, and a second one where I was so close to the end and then it started to irritate me. Lipsticks that are in a bullet, and I include in that 2 lipstick concoctions that I've put in jars. I'm at 7. And when I became a panner, I had 13. Foundation, if you've been following my Know by Project Pan, I'm so embarrassed. I'm at 8 right now. And I started off as a panner with 8 as well. So that stayed the same. A certain foundation was discontinued and I ended up buying 2 backups. But what can I say, it is my favorite one. So, okay, well. Base and top coats for nail polish, I'm now at 8. And I used to be at 2. Face primers, I am now at 12. In January 2021, I had 0. I just panned 1 the year before. Cream eyeshadows, 12. 3 years ago, I had 8. Blush and bronzers, I'm now at 13. And 3 years ago, I had 6. And now my 2 most inflated categories, eyeshadow palettes, I'm currently at 44. In January 21, I had 10. and colourful nail polishes and toppers. I am anything that isn't a base coat or a top coat. I'm at 47 now, and I used to be at 17. However, okay, so the total numbers went up by quite a bit. In January 2021, I had 132 total amount of makeup items in my stash. I'm now at 188. I can see the physical growth of that part of my life, yeah, I can see that. I used to have it all in one drawer. Before that, it was all in one makeup bag for most of my life. Anyway, okay. But if I include polishes and eyeshadow palettes, I'm now at 89 total products. Whereas 3 years ago, I had 20 more. I was at 109. So to me, that is still somewhat of progress that I can celebrate. So it's going well in a lot of categories. I've got 8 categories that went down. Brow product, single eyeshadow, mascara, lip liner, concealer, lip balm, eyeliner, and lipstick. 4 that stayed the same. Lip gloss, highlighter, face powder, and foundation. 1 new category where I think just having 1 item, that's fine. So I'll put it in pink. Setting spray. And then obviously that 1 new category, primer, that is out of control. Along with those other categories that are up. So that's nail polishes, colours, and then the base and top coats too. Primer, cream eyeshadow, blush and bronzer category, and eyeshadow palettes. If you're curious to see what my collection actually looks like, I'm going to be filming a makeup inventory, just walking you through each category, showing you what I've actually got. Yeah, what's actually in my collection. It'd be quite fun to see that. I think I'm going to try and film it overhead style. Yeah, hopefully it won't be too long. I'm hoping that by splitting the numbers up, that'll keep it shorter. Obviously, I have goals for my collection for this year. I want to finish 24 makeup items in 2024. I know this year I finished 27. I'll include the number. So if you want to watch that video, I'm going to link it up here in the cards and in the description box below as well. And if I could finish those items, that would be amazing. I'm also doing a palette this year. And at least one of them is going to be, I'm doing 3. At least one of those palettes is going to be decluttered at the end of this year. So I'm very excited to see how the numbers might have shifted in a year to come. How much am I going to be able to go through? I'm pretty much on a no-buy/low buy for everything. I just did a no-buy Project Pan update, talking about all of that. So yeah, hopefully next time we get together and I talk you through the numbers, I'm going to be in a much better place. But I guess for the most part, it's going in the right direction. Let me know in the comments which category you have recently discovered or rediscovered for yourself. Where have you suddenly, over the course of a year, really increased your stash? Or which category have you not shopped in for a long time? And where have you actually been able to finish items and decrease that number? I'd love to know what that is for you. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to check out part 2 of my 2024 inventory. Sending you so much love. Take care. Bye bye.